Here I have two interesting logarithmic equations which says solve for y. Number one, log y base 2 minus log y base 8 is equal to 4. And B says log y base 5, all right, is equal to plus 2 log 5 base y is equal to 3. So how do we solve? So looking at the first one that we have here, ladies and gentlemen, so for the first one, we first have to express this guy here, all right? We in base 2, because base 2 is the lowest here, right? So we express this guy in base 2. So we say log base 2 of y. How can we change this one to base 2? Remember change of base, right? So we get log, okay, we have 2 there, and log, okay, 2 then what? 8. This is equal to 4. So we change to base what? To base of 2. Is it making sense there? Okay. Now that we have this, then we can now deal with this guy here. So the log y 2 minus log y of 2 over, you know that this can be written as log, all right, of 2. 8 can be written as what? 2 to the power 3. This one equal to 4. The purpose is so that we can eliminate one of them. So what we get is this. So let me just rewrite it nicely here. So we get log y of 2, okay, minus log y of 2 over log base 2. Then 2 to the power 3 is what? 8. So we do this. Then we move on. Base 2y minus log of y base 2 over, by the power rule of logarithm, this 3 drops down. So we have log of 2 base what? 2 equal to what? 4. Log a of a is just what? 1. You know this rule, right? So log 2 of 2 just 1. So we have log of y base 2 minus log y base 2 over what? 3 is equal to 4. Common denominator 3. So this will give us 3 log y base 2 minus log y base 2 is equal to 4. We cross multiply and we end up getting, well, this can be subtracted, by the way, okay. We have 3 log y, and so just give us what? 2 log, you know? Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, so this is what we're having. So we have 3 log base 2y minus log y base 2. This one give us what? 12 when we cross multiply. Definitely. Now, here we apply the quotient rule. If you want to, don't subtract, please. We apply the quotient rule. All right? You know the quotient rule which I'm talking about, right? So we divide because we are subtracting. So we divide them. All right? So we know where this is going. So by the quotient rule, we have 3 log y base 2 over log y base 2 is equal to 12. Okay. Now, this power can go back there the same way it was in the beginning. That means we can have log what? Y to the power 3 base 2 over log y base 2 is equal to 12. This is what we are having now here. Now, because these are the same bases, we can just write, say, it's just log what? Base 2, then just say y to the power 3 over y, because the base is common. Then you have what? 12. Now we can now express this one in index form. So we end up having log base 2 y squared is equal to 12. So we say y squared is equal to what? You know how we do this, all right? You know how we do this. This will just be what? 2 to the power 12. So how do we solve for y? We just multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 2. So we end up having y is equal to 2, then have 12 there, then multiply by what? Half. Just like that. And 2 can go into 12. So we have y is equal to 2 to the power 6, which is y is equal to 64. How beautiful. Then number B. Okay, number B was log the base 5 of y plus 2. Now here we've got base y equal to 5 and is equal to 3. So we are going to change this one here to base 5 because we know we need a non-base. So we end up having log y base 5 plus this 2 goes back there, becomes log 5 squared. I'm just trying to first, change it to that level. Then we have log y base 5 plus, if we change this one to a non-base like base 5, you are going to use the change of base formula. So we are changing it to base 5, and here we've got base 5 squared over log. Right, so base 5, but here we're going to put what? Y. This is equal to what? 3. So once we reach here, you can clearly see here that base 5 and 5 give us 1. So eventually we're just going to have a 2 on top. So log y base what? 5 is, plus this log 5 and 5 will just give us 1. So the 2 can drop down here and just be 2 there. And we have log y of base 5 equal to 3. Now this is what we are having now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now this one, because the common denominator is this one, so that means we can express it in this form. We have log then base 5y plus 2 as a common denominator. Remember, let me just do this before you go there. As a common denominator, this eventually is going to multiply with that one. It's also going to multiply with that one because it's a common denominator. So we're going to have that one squared. So we're going to have log y of 5. All right, we square it. Plus what? 2 is equal to 3. Now this one and this one, we get log base 5, right, of what? Of y. Now look at this part. This is now nice. This now has turned into a quadratic equation because there's a square here and this one. So we can just say let p be just, let's say, log y base 5 at this particular moment. This is now a quadratic which we cannot just work out anyhow. So that means if p is equal to log y base 5, that means here we can replace p, becomes p squared plus 2. This one will be 3p. And this will give us p squared minus 3p plus what? 2 is equal to 0. Looking for your sum and the product. So the product is 2, the sum is negative 3, and the factors, two numbers which we have to give you 2 when you multiply to give you negative 3 is in fact negative 1 and 3. Add these, you get to multiply, you get negatives. No, I've swapped them on. They're saying when you add, it's like this. You add them, negative 3. You multiply, you get 2. So we have p squared minus p minus 2p plus 2 is equal to 0. Then here we can just factor out. We have p minus 1. Even there, we have what? P minus 1 equal to 0. Then, well, this means p is equal to 2 or p is equal to 1. Now we've known what p is, we now go. Okay, we know that p was equal to log of y base what? 5. So for p equal to 1, okay, and here let's say for p equal to 2, what do we have? What do we end up having? So we have log y base 5, let's say, equal to 1, and here we have log y base 5, let's say, equal to 2. So here we end up having y is equal to 5 to the power 1, and you have y is equal to 5 to the power 2. So our y here is just 5. and our y here is just what? 25. These are some of the interesting questions of logarithms, and I hope that they have really helped you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook as well. I'm opening a TikTok account. You can also follow me there.